What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Cheers. Coffee time. Need coffee early in the morning. Nice espresso. Anyway, today, before I get into all the things that I got, did find a couple of things in the store, did get a mail call, found some stuff. But today, before all that, I want to touch on a topic. I want to have a little chat with you guys. I want your feedback in the comments, because like the title of my video today is gonna say, or is saying, is does Mattel have us chasing our tail for chases? And I'm starting to believe they do. Cheers. Chase cars have gone a long way since the beginning of Hot Wheels. Okay, it's really taken many turns, big turns. 95. No, never mind 95. Let's go way before that. Okay, 68, 69 when Hot Wheels started, guys. Okay, there was no chase cars. The chase cars were these one-of-ones that you would find when you go through the pegs. Back in those days, yes, we used to go through the pegs one by one, check every car, because your chase was an error. If you found an error, this is what was worth money. Okay? Just to tell you, the pink beach bomb didn't become a chase because Mattel fabricated it as a chase. This pink beach bomb became a chase because it was basically a one-of-one. It was a production model that didn't quite live up to its standards on the track. Didn't make it. It would fall over. So it was an error. It was a car that just didn't work. So production was stopped. And this is what made it a chase. And still till today, this vehicle is a chase. It's a one-of-one. I mean, nobody else knows if there's any other ones out there. So to me, this still in the books would refer as a chase. Something that is extremely rare. Okay? So, as the times went on, up until 95 when the first treasure hunt was released, errors and cars that were just mismatched, these were chases. And you would have to go through every car on the pegs and look at them to see if there was an error. Okay? That was a chase. You were chasing a car that was extremely hard to find. Okay? Anyways, nowadays, errors, you can't consider them chases. You can't do anything with them because basically customizers have really killed that market. Now, I'm not saying anything bad about customizers, because customizers are amazing. They do amazing work, beautiful work. But now you can open and reseal a blister, change the car inside, do this, do that, and nobody would know the difference. So that kind of killed the the thought of finding an error, because now you don't even know if it's a real error or not. Okay, so that's dead. But anyway, 95 comes along, boom, Mattel puts out the treasure hunt. Awesome. Back then it was good. Sorry about that. Back then it was good because the treasure hunts were only 10,000 in the world of that car. That's a pretty low number. Okay, 10,000 treasure hunts. I mean, compared to today, that's a very low number. Okay. Anyways, Mattel, let me get a couple cards. I'm going to show you guys. Let me pause you for a second. Okay, as I was saying, 95, Hot Wheels decides to put out the treasure hunt. This is the number one of 95, okay? The 442 Olds. Okay, it was the first release of the treasure hunts, guys. Okay? And collectors went crazy. And sure, why not? Like I said, there was only 10,000 in the world. But these small treasures, they would I guess I can't understand why they increased in value, certain ones more than others, okay, but they did, okay. Like, the third release was this guy here, which till now they still call the Holy Grail of Hot Wheels, okay. It is the 95 Treasure Hunt 67 Camaro. Now this one shot up in value ridiculous, and still to this day is extremely hard to find, original, and packaged. It is still worth ridiculous amounts of money. It's still up in the thousands, okay? And to this day, these were treasure hunts. Another one, hard to find, 95. Volkswagen, okay? These were more limited, okay? Then the 2000s came around. Mattel produced, again, the treasure hunts were still going strong, and they were considered basically the only chases out there. So, but when the 2000s, Mattel started releasing 15,000. So they were releasing more of these treasure hunts, which were making it easier to find, okay? Kind of killed the value because I believe that the 2000, right up until 2007, treasure hunts, you can get them at pretty basic prices. As far as I'm concerned, the only two from 95 to 2007, the only two treasure hunts that ever went ridiculous in money is the 95 Camaro and the Volkswagen Beetle. Those two are basically the only ones that shot up in value ridiculously. But they were still rare cars. Okay. Now, 2007 comes along. Mattel decides, well, one chase car is not enough. Let's do something new. Let's throw a wrench in the system. And we're going to release the treasure hunt. The first treasure hunt of 2007. Well, on top of that, they said, you know what? Let's put out a super treasure hunt. Okay? Spectraflame paint, rubber tires, and chrome mags. Now, well, what do you know? Mattel's doing pretty good here. Now they got us chasing two chases. You need a regular treasure hunt, and you need the super treasure hunt. Like I said, now you flip through the pegs, you're not looking for those errors anymore. And those errors are still one of ones. They're rarer than the super treasure hunt and the regular treasure hunt. But nobody's looking for them anymore. It's all about these treasures. Well, that's fine. That goes straight up until 2012. 2012. Wow. That was a good run. In 2012, Mattel decides again, you know what? Not enough. Let's throw a wrench in the system again. So in 2012, they say, enough with the treasure hunt. Let's put out the Circle and Flame. Right there, Circle and Flame. That is the new treasure hunt. Now the package no longer says treasure hunt anymore. It just has a Circle and Flame on it. So you have to know your things. Well, internet made that easy. We could easily check it out and see what treasure hunts are. And there they are. Starting like that. Pretty good. So you figure, okay, we got a treasure hunt. And they put the secret super treasure hunt, which is completely different. Completely different car than what the treasure hunt is. Okay? Well, you figure, okay, perfect. We got a treasure hunt and a super treasure hunt. We're good. Still just two cars to collect. No problem. We can do it. But you know what? You can't have just the super treasure hunt. Us collectors have to have the regular that goes with it. So, you have the Circle Flame, which is the treasure hunt. You have the treasure hunt to collectors, in our opinion, okay? And the super treasure hunt. Okay? These are the two treasure hunt, super treasure hunt. If you continue from 2007. But no, Circle of Flames there. So, we have 3 treasure hunts to look for now, guys. Okay, 2012. Okay, we can live with that. But in 2012, the supercharger hunts are mass produced. No longer 10,000, no longer 15,000. You're looking more at 30,000. Okay, roughly. Probably 30,000 in the world. Not bad. Okay, pretty cool. Does it stop? Nah. Are you kidding? Why would it stop? Let's say 2010. Real Riders comes out. 2008, maybe. Anyway, this is roughly the same time of the Supercharger hunt was born. Real Riders was born. Okay. Now, Real Riders were producing cars that actually became more rare than a Supercharger hunt. They would release these guys here on Real Rider tires, okay, and they would release 4,000. 4,000 in the world. Now, these were called premium at the time, okay, and a lot of collectors were not picking up the premium because the price was just too high. They were selling for $6-7, and we didn't want to pay that. We were still collecting mainlines and supercharger hunts and regular treasure hunts. So a lot of these sat on the pegs. Okay, a lot like the speed machines, this and that. They just sat there. But they were rare. 4,000 in the world. We didn't think of that. We didn't care. But as the years go on, we started to care. Because RLC came out. Now, RLC was spectacular. There were limited memberships, not like today. I think they would release 4,000 or 5,000 or maybe 10,000 memberships. And that's it. You're a bard. You couldn't get in. Okay. So these RLC cars became rare, hard to get because you couldn't get a membership. Okay. And they were produced less. This guy here, 4,000 in the world. This is rare. Okay. Very rare. Makes the value worth it. Okay. These pieces were numbered and they were rare. That made it a collectible, guys. Okay. Not like today. RLC is mass produced. You can buy a membership all year round. So the whole world can have a membership. And there's 30, well, they say 30. They're not numbered anymore, so I'm sure that goes up into the 60s. 60,000 of each car produced. I'm sure of it, okay? But anyway, let's say 30,000, 40,000. Still a lot of cars, okay? And they're not numbered. So, they're not really chases anymore. But they used to be, okay? So as you can see, as the years progress, chases are being faded out. Now, the world still goes crazy for these chases. But I think Mattel's got us chasing our tail. Because now, they've released car culture. Now, as if it's not enough that we need a regular treasure hunt, Circle and Flame, Super Treasure Hunt, what other raw, rare cars that they put out, like mail-aways, this and that, which aren't really that rare either anymore. Okay, and this is where my point's getting to, guys. Okay, that these chases just aren't as rare as you think they are anymore. Okay, zero cars. Car culture decides to throw in the black zero car. Okay, and they call it a chase. It is a company manufactured chase. It is not like the old days where you would find an error and that was a chase, okay, because it's a 1 of 1 or a 2 of 1, whatever, okay. But it was not mass produced because it was accident, okay. So that's a really rare car. Let me show you a really rare car, okay. And it's a newer version. Do I have it up? There it is. Okay, now, we all think that this is rare. It's a chase, hard to find. Not really hard to find. Maybe hard to find for you and for me, but my neighbor's probably got 10. His neighbor's probably got another 16, okay? Not that hard, guys, okay? Just with today's scalpers, they grab everything, and it makes it harder to find, okay? But this is hard to find. This is probably a one of one, okay? Now you're all wondering, what the hell? I got a few of them. I got tons of them sitting in the garage. Maybe you do, but not missing the front end. Okay? I mean, let me just show you. Okay? I don't know if I can show you very well enough, but this has no front. No front grille. Nothing. Okay? I don't think too many people out there that are watching my video are going to have one of those. Okay? That makes it rare. That makes a chase. Anyway, that's that. Car culture throws in 0 cars. Black. Hard to find, they say. And I really don't think they're hard to find. I think there's probably 40,000, 50,000, maybe even 60,000 out in the world. Okay? You can find these on eBay. All kinds. But people are asking ridiculous prices for them. How do you ask ridiculous prices for something that's just so many out there? Okay? It's not a 95 treasure hunt. It's not an error car. So we're paying a fortune for these. For what? It's not really a chase. I mean, okay, they call it a manufactured chase. But everybody's got one. How can that be a chase? I mean, in my opinion, it doesn't make any sense. None whatsoever. Mattel changes it again and throws out this Roxy in a pink color. Everybody goes crazy. They say, oh, it's impossible to find. I can't find one. I can't get one nowhere. You can't get one nowhere because the scalper's got 20 of them. This other scalper's got 30 of them. Okay? It doesn't make it rare. It makes it hard for you to find, yes. But you can find them. eBay's got tons. Marketplace has got all kinds. You can find them. They're not rare. They're not hard to find. And eventually, these scalpers are going to be stuck with them, and they're going to sell them at a cheaper price. Okay? But anyways, they're asking $300, $400, $500. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I mean, what has happened to chases, guys? Chases are supposed to be cars that are a couple of thousand and less. That's a chase. Okay? But, you know, everybody's jumped on this bandwagon. Not just Mattel. Not just Mattel at all. Let's check out something. Auto World. Auto World produces the Ultra Red. These are chases. But they're one per case. Is that a chase? Maybe not every case. Skip 2 cases, maybe. They're easy to find. I work in a diecast store, guys, and when we receive Auto World, Ultra Reds are by the tons, okay? You can find all kinds, okay? Super Treasure Hunt's harder to find, believe it or not. But Auto World also has the Ultra Raw. Now, this one is harder to find. This one, I believe, is a chase, guys. Okay? Because there's probably only a couple of thousand in the world. Alright? That's a chase. The Ultra Red, in my opinion, is not a chase. Alright? But everybody's jumped on this bandwagon. Shuko has Ultra Raws. Shuko. I mean, Shuko's not a huge diecast seller. Not in the States, not in Canada. They're not that big. Okay? They have Ultra Raws. Chases. Everybody has an Ultra Raw, guys. Okay? Everybody. Here's another example. Green Light. You have the Green Machine. A Green Machine. You know that most of these Green Machines still sit on the pegs because just nobody wants them. There's so many. Green Light has produced so many Green Machines by the tons. by the tons. There's nothing special about them. So they decide, you know what? Let's put out the raws like everybody else. Yay, more raws, guys. More raw chases right here. Green light. Hooray. Okay. M2 chase. They go gold. That's how you can tell that it's a chase. M2 chases. Not that hard to find either. Okay. Quite a lot out there. All right. Don't fetch a lot of money. All right. So, not really a chase. Majorette. Gold chase. Bit ugly. Bit tacky. Not really a chase in my opinion either. Now maybe they're less produced majorette, but it's a pretty ugly looking chase. I mean, a gold car like this. Not really that special. It's the color gold that kind of bothers me. But anyways, chase. All right. Inno 64. Inno 64 goes raw, and they switch it up. They go colors. Okay. This is Inno 64 chase. Porsche. This one's the original. Okay. Inno 64 chases. A little bit harder to find, guys. Okay. Inno 64 chases are probably more in the name of a chase as well, because there's just not a lot of them out there. You don't get one in every case. Okay. Or maybe you do. I don't know. That's another thing. But I just find that they're harder. Working in the diecast industry, I find they're a little bit harder to find. All right. Now, you have Tarmac. Tarmac works, has raws as well. Everybody has a raw, guys. This is where my point's getting to. This is where chases are gone, okay? Everybody has a raw. Mini GT. They have a raw. Well, Mini GT, they change it up a bit. They change the interior color. They change the wheels. They change them up a bit. So there are slight differences. But Mini GT chases is one in every case. It's not a chase. Not in my opinion. One in every case. They sell 50,000, 100,000 cases. That's 100,000 chases out there. Not so rare. Okay? Not so rare. So, as I get back to my title, guys, are we just chasing our tails over chases that are really not even chases? Okay? And that's what I'm starting to think. And I'm starting to wonder where the collections are going now. Because not like the old days, like I said, with this old pink beach bomb, okay? The one of one, that is the real holy grail of Hot Wheels. Bruce Pascal's a lucky man having it, but he's got that one of one, which to me is considered a real chase, okay? Old red lines. These are chases. These are hard to get cars. Try and find an antifreeze, a chromed antifreeze 67 Camaro. Okay? Red line. Almost impossible to find. And if you do, you're going to pay a fortune for it. Still today, a lot of old beat up red lines go for hundreds. Hundreds. Old beat up red lines. Paint missing, wheels badly damaged, and they still go for hundreds. These are chases, guys. All right? These are the hard cars to find. But the new collectors have really changed the hobby. And Mattel is also, I think they're slowly killing the values of chases. Okay? This is my opinion, guys. But anyways, we're chasing our tails, guys. Last but not least, everybody, I just want to show you this. Kaido House. They decided to jump on the bandwagon. Kaido House is, don't forget, it's a mini GT affiliate. Okay? So, you know, you got your mini GT Chase Raw. Then you've got your Kaido House Chase Raw. Okay? But, in my opinion, those are not chases. They're not that hard to find. But what is hard to find is a Kaido House blacked. Now these are the real Kaido House chases. Okay? So while we're all out there grabbing all these Kaido Houses raws and saying, oh, I gotta chase, I gotta chase, I gotta chase. Now really you don't. This is the chase from Kaido House. It's a signed box, okay? As you can see, autographed, signed, and it is a blacked edition. These are only 200 in the world, okay? This is a chase. And this is where it leads up to my video for today, and we are going to take a look at, well, we're going to define chases by looking at this Kaido House black. This was considered a chase. Larry's garage, Phil's garage, Wayne's garage. These cars were considered a chase because they were signed on the bottom. Now, if that's true, my silver Ferrari GTO is signed on the bottom, and this one is signed on the bottom. So you're going to tell me that two cars from the same set are chases? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think it's a chase. But anyway, I would consider this to be more of a chase. Okay? This, in Canada, we didn't even get them. They didn't come. And a lot of people in the States weren't able to get this. So, this is more of a chase than your car culture black. Okay? In my opinion. And it's not even considered a chase. So I'm thinking more that chases are not chases. But the cars that Mattel doesn't call chases, those are chases. Like my Era car here, Legends Tour here, and Blacked Edition Kaido House. These are some real chases, guys. Anyways, we are going to open these guys up. All right. And on top of that, we did manage to find some stuff in the store, which I may complain a little bit about. So if I'm going to do any complaining in this video, guys, it's going to be about this, because I wasn't ranting with the rest of this. The rest of the conversation was all just information. But we got new 2-packs. New 2-packs are out, guys. Awesome. We got the Javelin. Javelin right here is one thing I'm really, really excited about. This guy here, we already have it. It's a repeat. 2-pack minis. This guy here is a repeat. This one, new livery. And, again, a double repeat. Now this guy, I'm wondering, I'm going to check before we open it. I'm going to check and see if it's exactly the same as the other one. I don't believe the other one had blue wheels. We'll check it out. But this guy is a repeat. Exact. So we got one, looks like one brand new car and one car with a different livery out of 6 cars. Mattel, what are you doing to us? Okay? Honestly, what are you doing to us? So many cars out there in the world. The old days, Mattel, 100% Hot Wheels, the old boulevards. Thank God for the new boulevards that they don't repeat cars, because that would be a real down. But car culture, you're just repeating way too much, I think. Anyway, we are going to open up some cars, guys. So let's spin around that. I think it's time to stop talking. We're going to spin the camera around, set up the trusty turntable, and we're going to open up some new Hot Wheels, guys. Okay? Buckle up those seatbelts. Let's get down to it. Okay, everybody. Let's start off with this guy right here. Okay? Phil's Garage. Ferrari 288 GTO. That everyone says is a chase because it's signed with Phil Realman's name on the bottom, or initials. So that makes this a chase. Well, if it makes it the chase, why does my silver one have his initials on the bottom, And not only that, why does my black one have his name on the bottom? That makes those chases. If so, I got 3 chases from the same set. Which means that only one car wasn't a chase, the red one. I don't know. Maybe the other way around. Maybe the signed ones are not worth much, and the unsigned one, being the only one that's a one-of-one, is the red one. But anyway, they say that it's a chase because it's got Phil Reelman's initials. I don't believe it. Anyway, this is my books. But I still needed this car for my collection, which is a surprise. I really honestly thought I had them all, but realized that I didn't have the yellow one. So we went out and bought it. And there she is. Gorgeous. But not a chase, guys. But it's still gorgeous. Beautiful little Ferrari. And I don't think, guys, that Mattel is getting their Ferrari license back. I think Peak Time Racing jumped the gun on that. And Ministry of Diecast, I believe, they both assumed too quickly. Anyways, we're going to find out, but I really don't think we're going to get it back. So, Ferraris are still hard to get, guys. But a sweet car. Very, very sweet. Do love this version. Next, we have a Fast and Furious Team Transport, guys, which in my book is a chase. Took me a long time to get my hands on this one. There's not a ton of them on eBay, and a lot of people missed out on this one. So, in my opinion, that makes this one hard to get. Makes this one a chase. Let's open it up. And it's too bad I'm a completionist, guys, and I think I have to change that, okay? Because being a completionist means that I have to buy even these cards that I don't really care too much about. Not this one. This one I'm very glad I'm a completionist with. I love all the versions of this silhouette, okay? I just love them. Think that Hotwheels did an amazing job on this casting. Straight from the Mountain Drifters to till now. Did a beautiful, beautiful job. Here's the truck if anybody wants to see it. That's the regular hauler, like usual. Not too bad. Very basic. But what we're interested in here, obviously, is all about this guy here. And this is just such a beautiful casting. Honestly, it is a phenomenal casting. Was first released, as I said, in Mountain Drifters. Then, of course, they made the chase of it. And honestly, this one here is more of a chase than the Mountain Drifters Black Edition, because I believe there is just less of this one out there than there is of the Mountain Drifters Black. Okay? So, in my opinion, this is the real chase. And it is beautiful. Gorgeous, gorgeous car. Awesome work Mattel did on this. Craftsmanship is just insane. Just beautiful. And I'm very glad to add this to the collection. But we'll get back to my being a completionist when we hit the 2-packs. That's my gripe. Off to the side we go. And as I said, this is a chase. Now, I could actually question that as well, guys. Okay? Because is it really a chase? I mean, yes, there's 200 in the world. Okay, that is limited. Honestly, that is limited. Is it considered a chase? Well, let's break it down. Can you chase this car? No. It's not something you'll find in store. This, you have to order it online. You have to be on time, like an RLC. But, like I said, there's only 200, so it sells out very quick. Now, does it make it a chase? I think it makes it hard to get. but I don't think it actually makes it a chase because you can't actually chase this car. It's not like you can chase it in the store because they don't exist. Okay, you have to order from the website. I would say it's more of just being lucky to get one. Okay, but anyways, this is different than the typical raw that Kaido House does. And this is actually my first black limited in my collection, guys. And like I said, it is signed, and I'm going to open it anyway. Okay, a lot of people are going to cringe, but hey, like I just finished telling you, in my opinion, it's not a chase. It is just pure luck that I got one. Okay? But I want to see the difference. How much different is it than their actual chases, or what they call chases, their raw versions? I want to see the difference. I'm very, very curious to see. Now, what is cool about these is the fact that they come with a pin. Now, this one came with a completely different pin than what the car is. It came with a Porsche pin, which I think this is limited. This pin. I haven't seen a lot of Porsches out there, pins. And it's an RWB, which Kaido House hasn't done yet. So, this, to me, is a chase. Anyway, let's open this car up. And let's see what's different. A blacked edition. Now, I don't have the original to compare it to, which is a shame. I actually missed out on that car. I didn't take it. But here it is. This is your blacked out edition. Hard to find, or hard to buy, Kaido House chase. Now, like I said, I don't have the other two to look at, the original or the chase. Hold on, guys, see if I can get the hood open. There's your engine detail, Kaido House written on it inside. Now, anybody that has this model, you can compare it in yours just to see the difference. Pretty cool looking, that's for sure. Has to be a lot of differences because, as I said, it is a 1 of 200. But even though you have to be in line to buy this, it is more of a chase than the Hot Wheels black cars, okay? Definitely it's more of a chase. Not too shabby at all. Pretty sweet looking car, guys. Okay, now, with this guy, when I close the hood, I'll let it spin just a little bit more. You guys can take a good look at that. And then we're going to start getting into these 2-packs. And this is where I'm going to gripe a little bit. Just a little bit of bitching when it comes to the 2-packs, guys. Okay? And my compulsive problem of being a completionist. We've got these 2 cars here. 1996 Nissan 180 SX Type X and the Nissan Sil 80. Okay? These 2 are not brand new. They've been released. We have them. Let me just double check on those wheels. Sil 80. Where are you, Sil 80? You were at Team Transport, I think, right? Where are you? Sil 80. Or was it even a Boulevard? No, I'm looking for it. I won't find it. Okay, I'm going to have to pause you guys because I have to find the car. Give me a second. Okay, good news, everybody. I believe the Sil 80 is new. Well, I mean, we have the Sil 80 already out, but not in this color and wheels. So this actually is a something new for the collection. Okay, so that is actually pretty good news that there's 2 cars in this car culture set that, well, 3 cars if you include the Mini, because this is a new deco as well. So there's only 1, 2, 3 repeats, guys. Okay, and 3 that we can actually add. So this is pretty good news. But anyways, like I was saying, my gripe with these car cultures is the fact that they just repeat too many castings. The old days, Hot Wheels did not repeat. Well, if they repeated the car, they did not repeat the livery, and they were producing so much between Real Riders, RLC, 100% Hot Wheels, Garage Series, Boulevard Series, and they still did not repeat the color or decal scheme. Not like they do today, which is a real shame. Mattel is duping us with all these repeats, okay? And that's my gripe, and my only gripe with this. But I am glad to get this white Lady clean as it is and brand new for the collection. That I am happy about. Let's get her out. Good news for the 2-packs, guys. Good news. Now, this one here is a repeat. But still, it is a gorgeous car. And for you collectors out there that don't have one yet, there you are. You got one. But I'll be honest with you, this one is super nice, okay? This guy right here is really, really pretty cool. The front detail is really nice. Rear detail is really nice. And it's a beautifully clean version of this car. Now, a lot of people may complain about the blue wheels, but they actually look kind of cool on this. Not too shabby at all. The next 2-pack is the Mini Collection. And like I did say, we have one new deco. That's kind of cool. It's kind of good to get the Mini back out. It is a casting that doesn't come out all that often. And is a pretty cool looking little casting. Now, I think they did away with the ones that come apart. I might be wrong. I don't think in premium they come apart. But we will see. Off to the side you go. Here is the repeated one. The little mini pickup. And would you look at that? Very, very, very cool. Okay, so in premium, Mattel and Car Culture decided to bring back this mini casting, which is great. And actually, the best part about this is that it's a premium vehicle, and it is the one that comes apart. You do have the button right here, the clip, so you can actually take the car apart, guys. Does it come apart easily? That's the next question. Should. Yep, comes apart. There we go. And no roll cage in this one. Usually it comes with a roll cage. This one has no roll cage. Now I wonder if that's an error. Is there any versions out there that have the roll cage? You guys have to check out for that. Because usually race cars have roll cages. Well, you would figure anyways. And there she is. So it does come apart. Very, very cool. In premium. They brought back the old casting. Which is great. Very, very cool little casting. I do love the mini, guys. Now, these 2-packs are just hitting the Walmarts now, guys. So if you're interested in these two packs, you better get out there and look before all the scalpers grab this AMC 71 Javelin, guys, because this Javelin is just looking real, real cool. Okay. Now, obviously, the Sylvia is going to be the one that's going to disappear fastest. But this Javelin, I think, guys, is the one that makes up the whole 2-pack set for me. Let's just pull it out. The AMC Rebel is a gorgeous car, but it is a repeat completely. We've had it in, I believe, Team Transport, and it was in the exact same livery and color. So, nothing new there. But this, the Javelin, not only is the Javelin a car that's not produced a lot by Hot Wheels, hasn't been in a long time. We just haven't seen it in a long time, that car, guys. Okay? And so good to see it come back, especially in this burnt orange. Look at these wheels. Beautiful, beautiful choice of wheels on this car. Burnt orange color is amazing. Black base. I mean, this car is gorgeous. What a beauty. Just simply beautiful, guys. Black grille. I mean, that is really, really well done. And it's so good to see it back. And the last one out of these 2 packs is the AMC Rebel. As I said, it is a repeat. And I believe an exact repeat. Let me just double check that before I give you guys misinformation. AMC Rebel. AMC Rebel. Yeah. 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 It is exact. Okay. Exactly the same. So no difference in that. Anyway, guys, there you have it. That's my long video for today. I want to know in the comments, guys, anybody that listened to the beginning of this video, I really want to hear in your comments if you agree with me or not. Okay? Are we chasing our tails? Has Mattel got us doing circles? And where should we go with collecting? Should we be following all these chases? Am I the only fish out there? Or are we all being fished? Anyways, let me know in the comments, guys. Till next time, be safe, be well, happy hunting, everybody, and check for errors. Bye.